What's up, guys? If you haven't watched part 1, then I suggest you click on the annotation down below that's on the screen and you go and do that. Without further ado, back to the story. Now, freaking finally, we're about to get freaking let out of jail, man. It's been 3 months. I've nearly gotten my ass whooped like 2 or 3 fucking times. Something I forgot to tell you guys that's really fucking hilarious. That's actually a pretty good fucking moral to a story is okay, so you know how they say if you go in jail acting tough, you will find the real tough motherfucker and or get your ass whooped 5 times more quicklier than you would have if you had just decided to shut the fuck up and stay in your lane. Well, I witnessed this shit in the holding cell. I forgot to tell this to you guys at the beginning of the goddamn story, but I suppose it's a treat to anybody who clicked on number 2. When we were in the holding cell, every 6 hours, they would come in and bring us food. Now, the way they would give us food is they would give us food in these fast food looking takeout trays, right? Fucking portable type shit. Open it, close it. The food sucked ass, but when you're that hungry, you'll eat anything. So they would come in every 6 hours and give us all these individual fucking things of food. Well, it's this one guy, this somewhat big, overweight a little bit, but mostly buff black dude that was in the holding cell with all of us. And he was running around punking like mostly everyone in there into giving him their food. He would just walk up to fucking people, hey man, hey, give me your fucking food, homie. You know what? Open it up. Give me your fucking food. Luckily enough, he didn't make it to me because before he did, he was punking this one guy for his food, right? And he was only doing this to the soft-looking people in there. And I'll never forget this shit. It's fucking hilarious. Anyone who's ever seen like a voodoo head, you know, the fucking head is super small, way smaller than the fucking body. Well, there was this guy in there. This guy was fucking huge. I mean, steroid huge. I mean, like, there's no way any human being can naturally get that big and buff without their head, at least in some way, shape, or form, following suit, without the use of fucking steroids or fucking growth hormone or some shit, because this guy was just woolly mammoth big. And insult to injury, he was like 6'9". He was just sitting there the whole time, you know, just super quiet, almost as if he were observing his surroundings. Now that I think about it, he more than likely fucking was, because once this guy got to, this was like the 6th guy that he's gone down the line and done this to, he the big black dude goes to punk another guy out of his food, and I'll never forget this shit, man. The fucking the big buff white dude, this guy's like 2 times bigger than the fucking black guy. I'd never forget this shit. And what had to be a voice so commanding, you'd think this nigga was Mufasa from Lion King on top of Pride Rock. That's how much authority this nigga's voice fucking commanded. He gets up out of his seat. Hey, you! Shut the fuck up or I will fucking kill you. Sit the fuck down. The black dude, his eyes are just as wide as fucking paper plates now. He's looking at the guy and he's not moving. And once the guy stops talking and points to where he's supposed to go sit, he takes his bitch ass over there and just while quivering does not move or does not talk for the rest of the time in the holding cell. It was like 2 more days, man. It was fucking hilarious. So the lesson for that is shut the fuck up. Like, say it with me now. Shut the fuck up. Because if you run around acting hard, man, you will run into the real hard person, you know, and they're hard for a reason. Not because they're willing to punch somebody, but possibly because they're willing to snap your fucking neck. For real. So, back to me finally getting out of fucking jail, man. Finally, they're processing me to get out of fucking jail, man. I've never been so anxious and happier in my goddamn life. There's like 6 of us who are getting out, and when you're getting out, while they're processing your paperwork to make sure that you're free to go or whatever, they give you your shit finally, and you sit on a fucking bench for like another fucking 4 hours, man. But 4 hours by now is a goddamn cakewalk. in comparison to how long you have to be in the holding cell, in the let-out tank. I think that's what they call it, the let-out tank, before they even get you in the process and the leave. Like this, it's like a fucking 14-hour process. So while we're all sitting down on the benches or whatever, you know, I'm looking at the other people, man. Everyone looks pretty normal. Just, you know, tatted up white guy. Just like this black girl was there too. She was cool, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna talk to somebody that just got out of jail. Fuck that. I don't know what you were in for. So they finally let us out, right? And they let us out behind the Silver Nugget in downtown Las Vegas, which has to be possibly the roughest, worst, and most crime-ridden 3 blocks of area I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm talking about dark alleys and shit. This place looks fucking horrible. This place looks freaking horrid. So they let us all out or whatever, and the chick, she looks at me, you know, she's like, hey, you know, can you walk with me until we get to the regular part of downtown Las Vegas, you know, because I'm a little bit scared. Like, I don't want to, you know, like get hurt or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, all right. So we're walking, we're talking or whatever, and oh my God, dude, we're talking, and this chick is telling me, you know, oh, I have 9 kids, no bullshit, you know, and I got babies' daddies, you know, and, you know, I do this was I was in jail for, no bullshit. Now, I'm just listening to this chick's bullshit, right? Because number one, I'm not gonna just, you know, leave this chick to walk and possibly get like raped or beat up or some shit in this horrible fucking neighborhood. And 2, I'm just trying to find a place where I could use a goddamn cell phone where I could call up my girlfriends. Yes, I kinda, at the time I had like more than one. It was only 2 though, but you know, yeah, I was fucking up, you know. I like 6 months prior, I had just gotten out of like a 3-year-long relationship. The chick had did me dirty, so you know, I was like, man, fuck it, you know, like I'm gonna have fun. Shit, fuck that shit, man. I don't. When we finally get to buildings and civility or whatever the fuck they call it type shit, I'm about to go my separate way, and the chick, like, no bullshit, tries to get my number. Like, she's trying to get it in. And I ain't gonna lie, the chick was cute and all, you know, but you got like 9 kids. I'm not about that life. That's not. You can have Dragon Ball Z posters in your vagina, and I'm still not gonna go in there. You got 9 kids. Fuck that shit. So, forgot what excuse I used to like turn her down. And that's what the injury. The chick just got out of jail. It's like picking up a chick at the fucking disease clinic at the Planned Parenthood. Like, for real. So, I leave, and I think I found a bus station, and I used their payphone to call, you know, my soon-to-be main chick, because she was the side chick, you know, and the other girl was technically the main chick. It was freaking, it's difficult to explain, man. Well, basically, that girl was like the hotter girl of the 2. I had a lot of fun with her, which me and that girl did end up, you know, dating long term. Unfortunately, she was crazy. But the other one, she pulled some bullshit. And any grown man that's listening to this shit has more than likely had this fuck shit happen to them. I was fresh out of that long-term relationship, like the 3-year-long one, and, you know, I had met this girl and I was talking to her, you know, and after we kicked it a couple of times, it was grossly apparent that it was gonna go down. She tells me, like, look, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Yes, that is exactly what I'm not looking forward to. I don't want a relationship either. I just got out of a long-term relationship. We can kick it and have fun and blah, blah, blah. Man, shit goes down, and like a day and a half later, she tells me she fucking loves me, which is the exact fucking opposite of what the fuck this chick told me it do. I was fucking blindsided, man. I never told her I loved her back. I don't know why the fuck she would do that. She's crazy. She was crazy. You know, that chick ended up actually fucking she ended up like cheating on me, which I guess kind of ain't cheating on me, because, you know, I was kind of cheating first, so. I call it the hot chick because, you know, she didn't know where the fuck I was. I don't know how. I think she found out somehow that I was in jail. I think I actually texted her before I went in or some crazy shit like that. I know she knew. She at least knew. But the other girl didn't know where the fuck I was, man. She thought I had just up and left and just didn't say shit. So when I get back over there, you know, she's happy to see me and shit. And we're kicking it. And I'm gonna have to do like a separate story time on this. This is fucking hilarious. Come to find out, you know, like I am seeing numerous red flags. This chick has talked to someone else in a very physical type of way. But you know what I mean? I had already had a different girlfriend. I didn't really give a shit. So when I was out of jail, dude, like everything extra fucking exciting and colorful for like a fucking month, man. Like you have no idea the shit we take for granted these days. You know how good it feels to be hungry, want a bag of chips, and be able to get up and go to the store and get said bag of chips? That shit, everything was just beautiful to me for like a couple of freaking weeks or months after that shit. Oh, yeah, man, jail sucked. It wasn't really like horrifyingly bad for me. I don't know why. I might have gotten lucky, man. Some of the other dudes that I was in there with, you know, might have been possibly keeping people off me or some shit, or maybe I just wasn't attractive enough to get Fleece Johnston, which I'm not complaining, but I mean, I am offended the fact that they didn't, you know, want any of this, but you know, it's cool because, you know, anal rape kind of sucks. But yeah. It was really messed up is, tell me why they let me out like a day after Christmas. Literally a day after Christmas. They had no presents or nothing. Everything was, but I was happy just to be fucking out, man. I was like, man, fuck this shit. But hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, make sure to like, comment down below any other questions you guys have about the situation, because I more than likely left some shit out. But if you ask me in the comments down below, I will remember and I'll explain the shit in the comments or some shit like that. And as always, it's your boy BlastphamousHD, and I'm out. Twisms. Rondrell is knocked clean out, which honestly was the best thing for him. You know what I mean? If it would have been a long-standing fight, he would have ended up getting really fucked up. But Rondrell's just face down on the fucking pavement, blood coming out his nose, just done. He's knocked clean out. One hit. Smoke breaks from the pack and runs up on freaking Chris, man, and they're throwing hands.